The RV Show USA is brought to you by Flagstaff, Rockwood, building better RVs, making smarter RVers.
I want to talk with you about something that's really touched my heart. If what I'm going to say touches yours, I'd like to mail you something absolutely free. I can only do this for 12 people, just 12 people nationwide, 12 very special people. So here's the deal. They're called Be a Better Camper rocks. Yep, rocks. Painted rocks with a saying on one side like be kind or you're special or some kind of a thing, painted on it. These Be a Better Camper rocks are hidden in campgrounds for other people to find, for complete strangers to find. To me, small painted rocks are pure magic. I know. I found one in our campground when I was having a particularly bad day, in a sour mood, out picking up trash. When I saw this turquoise thing, I knew it was clearly trash, but it wasn't. It was barely visible, sticking out from underneath this bench on our nature trail. I picked it up thinking it was trash, but it was a rock. It was a turquoise rock. Now, you may say, what's the big deal? It had the words "You Matter" on it. You matter. I'm thinking, who did this? Why? Where are they? Really, who did it? I'm looking around not seeing anybody, and I was overcome with this feeling of, I don't know who did this, but it's so cool. They're the one that really matters. Why would someone just paint a rock? They take the time to paint it. Find it, paint it, put some words on it, then go and hide it so a complete stranger would find it. Get no recognition, no credit of any kind. And then I realized the person who did this did it for one of the greatest reasons of all. They did it for the joy of giving, pure 100% giving. Man, what a great gift. This person did not get an award or a discount on something. Nobody in the world is going to ever know who that person was, but they surely brightened my day. But they'll know they did. Who'd do that? Bear with me, please, folks. I'm going somewhere, I promise. Anyway, that little painted rock with the words "You Matter" on it got me out of my funk. Made me curious, and I did a little bit of research. And did you know that there are tens of thousands of people in this country that paint rocks? There are. And in my research, I met this lady who's the most creative, kindest, most thoughtful, happiest person ever. And she is a rock painter. She has the most generous heart. She is so selfless. She seems to be everything you'd want to have in a good friend. She's definitely, she's got a kind and generous spirit. Anyway, last week I got a call from my office manager at our campground. She said, you got a big box in the mail. Sounds like a bunch of rocks. And I go, don't open it. Do you know that the woman that I've never met, except from doing some research, talking to her on the radio, sent me a box, a whole box of painted rocks. Each one's got a saying on it. Yep, each one. Or a scene, painted on it. On the other side, it says, "Be a Better Camper," with a Facebook page on it. I'm thinking, what? I called her up and she said, you have to make a Facebook page for those Be a Better Camper rocks. Let's try and change the world, or at least a little part of it. So I made a Facebook page for Be a Better Camper. And we're going to try and change the world for the better, one little rock at a time. Her vision, and now I guess our vision, is to help encourage campers to be more thoughtful, to be more respectful, to let other campers know, let them all know that they are important. So is every other camper. The objective, and I know it's going to sound crazy to most, and that's okay, is to create some kind of a campground movement by creating and spreading these Be a Better Camper rocks all around the country. So I'm looking for 12 people, just 12 special people who think this silly idea may not be so silly after all. 12 people I can send one of these Be a Better Camper rocks to. All we ask is for you to promise to take your rock to a campground and hide it. Hide it as an act of kindness, an act of thoughtfulness, in hopes that a complete stranger will find it, that it'll help brighten their day. Of course, our real hope is that the whole concept of the Be a Better Camper rocks catches on, and that others will find the joy in creating and painting the rocks like the one I found that says "You Matter" on it. If you don't think this idea is too silly, if you think it's a good idea, maybe a great idea, if you'd like to help change the world for the better, one little rock at a time, as I say, we have 12 of them. We'll send out to our listeners free of charge. All we want you to do is to promise to hide them in a campground for a complete stranger to find. That's it. I do want to point out you do not want to do this in a national park. Don't do it there. The National Park Service considers this as graffiti, and you will get in trouble. But just think about it. There are thousands and thousands of campgrounds in this country. Wouldn't it be nice for you to help make somebody's day better by encouraging them to be a better camper? So if you promise to go and hide that rock, I am serious. I want 12 people that will keep their word no matter what. If that is you, please call our 24-hour voicemail. Leave a message. I'm hoping this little monologue connected with not just 12 people, but 12 very special people who get it, who want to help us get the word out that we can all be a better camper, even if it's just one rock at a time. If you promise to keep your word and hide the rock, call our voicemail at 1-330-WINGMAN. If you don't want to spell it out, it's 1-330-946-4626. And if you're catching this on social media, please post your thoughts in the comments. Again, we're looking for 12 people who get it. 1-330-946-4626.